It is a significant day. President-elect Donald Trump is in Washington today for his first trip to the nation's capital since winning the election. In just a few hours, he's set to meet with President Biden in the Oval Office. Now, this meeting is a tradition. It's part of the peaceful transfer of power to the next administration. But you may remember when Biden was elected back in 2020, Trump did not invite him for a meeting. Now, this comes as Trump's transition team has been busy selecting new members of his administration. The latest name added to the list, this man, Fox News host and veteran Pete Hegseth for Secretary of Defense. Trump also announced plans for a new agency called the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. It will focus on regulating federal spending and will be led by Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. Trump has also appointed former Arkansas governor and Baptist preacher Mike Huckabee as ambassador to Israel and real estate investor Steve Witkoff as special envoy to the Middle East. Now, these are in addition to several other high-profile roles in Trump's cabinet. You're seeing them here. It includes John Ratcliffe as CIA director and Governor Kristi Noem as the Homeland Security Secretary. For more on all of this, let's bring in CBS News political director Fin Gómez joining us from our Washington bureau this morning. Wow, Fin. There appears to be some surprise there on Capitol Hill about Trump's Department of Defense nominee, Pete Hegseth. Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski, in fact, is saying, quote, we have it for our viewers, I'm just surprised. I'm not going to comment whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. I'm just surprised because the names that I've heard for Secretary of Defense have not included him. Who is this man? Will he get confirmed?
That's a great question. Donald Trump does have a majority will have a majority in the Senate, right? But you do have Senator Murkowski, others who have been vocal critics of Donald Trump. I mean, she did not indicate there about whether she would vote for Hegseth as the head of the DOD. But this is something that, we have heard Democrats being critical of this pick. As you mentioned, Hegseth is known to Fox viewers as the Fox and Friends weekend host, right? He's also, and this is important to note, across these picks is the fact that he is a Trump loyalist. He was someone who's been on the campaign trail with Donald Trump. He's been at rallies. He's someone who is lockstep with this new incoming administration, and that's what Donald Trump wants. If you go back to 2016, and I was there for the transition as well, Errol, for that one, and in that one he listened to a lot to the RNC people, to people, if you remember, Rights Priebus, folks from the party that he inherited. This is now his pick. These are loyalists to Trump. And Hegseth is someone who is very popular with his MAGA base, with one of his key advisors, his son, Donald Trump Jr., and others who have been very vocal about having him in the administration. However, will he hit some turbulence before landing getting through the Senate? He may.
Yeah, and the difference this time, Fin, to 2016 is that a majority of Americans voted for Trump's style of change to come to Washington. We have some footage, in fact, as he is leaving Florida to head to D.C. We'll show it to our viewers as soon as we're able to. But what can you tell us about this new Department of Government Efficiency that Musk and Ramaswamy will control?
This is something that Trump indicated on the campaign trail over the 2024 election cycle. He did talk about, Elon Musk really spearheading this entity to cut back on government regulation, government overreach, and it's something that both Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, of course, also a Republican opponent of his during the primary, who have been very vocal about. They also come from very similar backgrounds, wealthy entrepreneurs, tech entrepreneurs, and there's a sense, and it's long held in the Republican circles, that the private sector is better than the public sector, that the private sector can help streamline the over-regulation and over-bureaucracy of government. And I think in this one, it implements that. I mean, there are some questions about just how the authority will be wielded and how it will be implemented. And that's a big question overall, Errol, is like how a lot of these sort of concepts will be implemented once Donald Trump is sworn in for a second term.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And we'll have coverage all day as the president-elect gets there to Washington. Fin Gómez, thanks so much.